a event for cancer thrown by Sean Parker, and I was singing La Vie en Rose. I was doing a jazz set that evening, and Bradley just happened to be in the audience, and I got a phone call that he wanted to meet me the next day, and he came to my house, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And you know, he came into the home, and I looked into his eyes, and I just felt an instant connection with him. I mean, he made me feel so comfortable, and he's such a kind and loving person, and it's so rare. I'll tell you something. There's a lot of fake people in Hollywood, and Bradley is not one of them.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, you know, he's physically attractive.
That too, yeah.
He's physically attractive, and he's a great actor, and as I said, he's a fantastic musical performer, and he co-wrote this movie, and he also wrote his songs, and he also directed it. I admire him so much more, and acted, and I admire him so much more, and I like him so much less, because leave something to the rest of us, is my feeling when I left the movie. Come on, damn it, Bradley Cooper, some of us have to be able to do something better than you.
He really is great at everything, though. I mean, it's just the truth.
This is was this the premiere?
Yes.
At the Venice Film Festival?
Yes.
Okay. That's amazing.
It was a really fun time. You know, it was just a culmination of the wonderful experience I had with him. You know, that day that I met him at my house, he wanted to sing a song with me called Midnight Special by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Sure.
And right before we sang, I fed him first because he was hungry. And we're both Italian and we're from the East Coast, so, you know, that's what you do. And so I was, you know, heating up some leftover pasta in a frying pan, and we were talking, and then I printed out the sheet music, and I went to the piano, and I sat down, and I started to play, and then he opened his mouth and sang, and I was like, oh my God. I said, Bradley, you have a voice. I mean, that man, he sings from his gut. He sings from his soul. And, you know, you can be a technically perfect singer, and I'm sure, you know, the band can all agree, like, you can be technically perfect but have no ability to tell a story, you know? And he just can tell a story when he sings, and I was so drawn to his passion, and, you know, that's why I wanted to do this. It was because I believed so much in him, and I was so grateful that he believed in me.
It's about a Arizona music star, Jack, who is Bradley Cooper's character, and he meets you, and you aspire to be a singer. You aspire to be a star. You do your own singing, but you're afraid to show your songs to other people.
Well, I would put it differently.
I bet you would.
I'm sorry. You know, my character, Allie, in this film, she's very different than I was. I mean, when I was 19 years old and I decided, you know, my friends were calling me Gaga when I was out singing in clubs, and I was like, I'm going to be Lady Gaga, and that's how, you know, I knew I had something to say. I wanted to say it. I wanted to, you know, knock on every door. I was dragging my keyboard around New York City, banging on everyone's door. I was pretending to be my own manager to get gigs.
What was your manager's name? Your fake manager?
I don't even remember. But I was like, hello, this is Lady Gaga's manager, and she's really hot right now. And, you know, and I was just like, you know, I just like was working it, you know, doing everything I could, and I really believed in myself. But my character in this film, Allie, she's not that way. She's, you know, in her 30s, and she's given up. She doesn't believe in herself. She's been told that she's not, you know, beautiful enough to make it, that, you know, she writes great songs, but that she doesn't look so good, and that, you know, truthfully, she's just incredibly insecure, and she's lacking in self-confidence, and it's meeting Jackson, or Jack, as she calls him in the film. It's his love for her and his belief in her that gives her wings to fly.
We have a clip here.